But those hoes wanted $3.79 per cookie, and they didn't look like anything massive. You know, you have to have at least 2 cookies. I was gonna spend like $7 on 2 cookies. They were just like regular sized cookies. So you know who always has great cookies? Snack time. Hello Snack Pack, welcome back to Travel Snacks. Today's episode takes us into Las Vegas. In today's video, I'll be taking you all around Las Vegas, trying to find as many free things as I can find because you know I'm frugal and don't like to spend a lot of money. Along the way, my van gets locked up, I find a secret restaurant down the hallway of one of the casinos, and somebody touches my booty. This episode is packed with a lot of cool, odd, and amazing things, so let's jump right in. I was on my way from California to Idaho, but I didn't want to drive the whole 11 hours straight, so I decided to do 4 hours the first day, which put me straight into Las Vegas. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. I've been to Las Vegas a handful of times, and I've never really had the best time. It's not my scene. I don't gamble, I don't drink, I don't like to spend a lot of money. But since I was already in Vegas, I decided to make a day of it and just try to find as many free things to do as possible. I started off my day as usual with some stretching in the van, reading my Bible, I did a little work, and by the time I got to the main strip, it was close to 11 in the morning. I wanted to start my day off with a delicious coffee and then a nice lunch. So I looked up some different places, and Planet Hollywood had a lot of restaurants, so I decided to park in their parking structure. Now, once I got into the structure, I noticed that there was self-parking because, of course, I didn't want to pay for valet. But even though I could go into the entrance part of the parking garage, once you got into the nitty-gritty of self-parking, the clearance was too low for my van. So I was like, what in the world? So I drove around once, pulled around a second time, and then I noticed a little area where there was some vans in there. So I looked and there was a sign that said oversized parking, and you just had to call. Okay, so I just called the number on the gate for the oversized parking, and that is the security office. And they said that once I circle back around and go back, just to call them, and they would open the gate so that I can park in the oversized parking. So I would imagine, you know, they lock it in there, which is actually good for security. But then when I'm done, I guess I would just call them again and they would unlock the gate for me to get out. So it's kind of nice because all my stuff is in the van, like everything I own. So I think this is good. Awesome. So I called and they said they'd send a security officer down to open the gate so I could park in there. Now, I don't know how far the security office is from this parking area, but I thought maybe 5, 6, 7 minutes and I'd be in and ready to go. Bro, I waited so long that I missed my opportunity for a mid-morning coffee, and at that time I was just straight hungry. Finally, bro, finally. Good thing I'm still not waiting in the van, but you know what I am waiting for? For you to become part of the Snack Pack. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, throw a like on this video, and keep watching till the end to see all the wild and wacky things in Las Vegas. Plus there's cookies. You gotta stick around for the cookies. Okay, it took almost 40 minutes for somebody to open the gate so I could park in there, but I got it done. So now it's almost noon and I haven't eaten, so I'm gonna go find somewhere to eat and then get on with the festivities. Okay, the eating part's not gonna be free, obviously, but everything else is gonna be free. I was talking to my friend Angel earlier, and she said if you get over to the Cosmopolitan, then you need to go to this place called Secret Pizza because it has the best pizza. The Cosmopolitan was just across the street, so I decided to walk over there. Once I got in, I looked at the sign, but there was no restaurant called Secret Pizza, so I thought she just made a mistake and it was just at a different hotel. So I looked it up on Google, and it said it was in the Cosmopolitan. And I looked up the walking directions and I followed it. It took me downstairs, it took me out the door, outside, and then I was like, where is this place? So once I got back into the casino, I saw an attendant and I was like, can you tell me how to get to Secret Pizza? And he was like, it's a secret. And I was like, bro, I am starving, come on now. But I was polite and I was like, okay, I'll keep looking. But then he's like, no, okay, let me show you. So he walked me over to the directory map and he told me I just need to go up the escalator, keep following the path, go up another escalator, and then you will see a hallway between the 2 restaurants, Halejo and Blue Ribbon. And there it was, a secret entrance to a small hole-in-the-wall place called Secret Pizza. Now obviously it's not too much of a secret because there was lots of people in there enjoying food and drinks already, and they do sell pizza by the slice. It was a little costly. By then I had already missed breakfast, so I was definitely getting 2 slices. So I went with 1 slice of cheese and 1 slice of white pizza. Now, if you've never heard of white pizza or never tried it, the main difference is that it's not made with red sauce, as you can guess, white sauce. And on this particular one, it was made with ricotta cheese. I got to the register and I went to pay for my food, and she's like, "Do you want a drink?" And I'm like, "Can I just have a cup of water?" She's like, "No, we don't give out cups of water. We can only sell you a bottle of water." And I was like, "Okay, how much is it?" She's like, $6. $6? No, no thanks. I'll just have to eat my pizza with a dry mouth because I'm not paying $6. So I just waited a few minutes while they heated it up and found a little spot at the bar. And then I took my first bite, and holy moly, that pizza was delicious. It was kind of doughy and cheesy with like a light crisp to the bottom of the crust. I think I like the cheese pizza better because the one with the ricotta was just a little too ricotta-y for me, but still also delicious. After that, I was satisfied, but I was feeling thirsty, so I went back down the escalator, and now that I didn't have hungry brain, I noticed how beautiful this pink chandelier was. I guess that's a bar that you could go sit in, that you're just enveloped in the beautiful chandelier. It's awesome. But I was on a mission for my Starbucks, so I went and I ordered my typical tall iced coffee in a grande cup with 5 pumps of classic and extra cream. I had been walking around already so much looking for this secret pizza place that I just wanted to take a seat and enjoy my coffee. So I sat here and people watched for a while. After I had my coffee, I saw the attendant on my way out. He asked if I found secret pizza, and I said yes. We ended up becoming friends, and now he's a snack packer. Hey, Hector! And then I got back out in the streets looking for something free to do. Now, one thing I want to mention is there's a lot of these Vegas showgirls walking around asking if you want pictures with them. And I was like, bro, do you want a picture with me? Neither of us got pictures of each other. And that was okay, but I ended up at the MGM Grand because I heard that CBS Studios is inside the MGM Grand and you can go watch a show and give your opinion. So in my mind, I was like, that sounds awesome. I could go sit in an air-conditioned room, watch a live show, be around people, and it would just be a fun experience. And lo and behold, it's just a room full of computers. I was like, bro, what is this? This was just a dim room where you sat down, put on some headphones, and watched an already made TV show and gave your opinion. And on top of that, it was a show that's already on TV and one I've already seen. I felt like that was a waste of time. So I decided to walk around a few more casinos, and I noticed this most beautiful restaurant with all these luxurious, beautiful flowers, and on the outside it said Vanderpump. So I don't know if that's where they make the Vanderpump Rules TV show, but that place was gorgeous. After that, I walked right by this place called Snacks, and I know it's hard to believe, but I was still full from that pizza, so I didn't go in. But if I was staying longer in Vegas, this is a place I'd definitely check out again. Next, I went to the Bellagio, which had a few things that I wanted to see, starting out with these beautiful hand-blown glass flowers on the ceiling by artist named Dale Chihuly. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. These are so vibrant and beautiful, and it probably took forever to make this, but it is so impressive. And even the flowers at the front desk are very beautiful as well. And then I wanted to move on to the conservatory and botanical garden. And there were so many people there standing in the same spot taking pictures over and over. So I was like, move, people, I got to get some shots. But I finally did, and this is just beautiful and glorious. All the colors pop out at you, and it's just such a lovely place. And they were playing some really soft, beautiful music as well, but I can't put that in this video because I get copyright strike. But anyways, between the music and the water flowing, it was just a really beautiful thing. Okay, so another thing that I really wanted to see at the Bellagio was their chocolate fountain. This is your reminder to drink some water, stay hydrated, and I was so excited to see it until I walked over there and saw the sign that says temporarily out of order, maintenance. No, do that another day when I'm not there. So I walked over to the Venetian to see what I could find. And one thing that you absolutely have to do when you go to the Venetian is to go see the singing men in the gondolas. Now, I took some video of 3 different guys singing, but this guy was really putting his efforts in, and he had a very strong, powerful, beautiful voice. So take a listen real quick. And after that, I was kind of hungry, so I found a place nearby called Rock House. They have just standard regular food, and I wanted something refreshing, so I got their chicken Caesar wrap. It was pretty good. I could have done without the chicken, and they put too much Caesar sauce on there, so it was kind of too tangy. If I had to do it over again, I probably would have just gotten the salad with the dressing on the side, but I was trying to save $1. That's what I get for trying to be too cheap. So after that, I wanted to go see the volcano at the Mirage, but again, it was closed. Another strike, but that's okay. There's a bunch of people watching to do on the street. So there was some entertainment, there was more showgirls, and there were some people in costumes. Then there were these people flicking these cards together and snapping them, and the cards were for some kind of X-rated situations. And then I was just trying to walk by, and there was these half-naked people. I mean, some of them looked super hot, but also they were trying to get everyone to go to their show. And you know, I'm trying to stay on my righteous path, but when I walked by, this girl right here whipped my butt. I was like, lady. But I guess they feel since they're in Vegas, they can do whatever they want. Come on, Mr. After that, I had to find something wholesome, so I went over to the Flamingo to go look at the gardens and the birds and, of course, the flamingos. I'm still always in awe every time I see a flamingo. Their pink feathers are so vibrant and beautiful. I just love looking at them, and this was no exception. It was just beautiful. Then I got back on the strip in search of cookies because I had a craving, but I mean, when don't I have a craving for cookies? So I found the Nestle Toll House booth, and they weren't very friendly, and they were super expensive. So I looked online and found a place called Dirt Dog that had deep fried Oreos. Now, I'm trying to stay away from fried foods, but deep fried Oreos sounded delicious after all that walking. So I walked all the way back to Dirt Dog, and I looked on the menu, and sold out. I walked over there for nothing, so I went over to the Subway and grabbed some cookies and was on my way. And at that point, the sun was starting to set, and I was tired from all the walking, so I started to walk back to my van. And at that time, I got a glimpse of the always awesome Bellagio fountain show, and it's always a sight to behold. On my way back to the parking garage, I saw the greatest invention ever. If you know me from back in my younger years, I would try to wear heels. I'd get out on the town, and within 2 minutes, my feet would be hurting. Now, if this invention was around back then, I would have spent all my money on this thing. So they're little slippers that you can buy for $20. It's an invention called Rollisol. It's a little vending machine where you can buy these little slipper shoes so you don't have to have hurt feet all night. Now, in my older age wisdom, I just wear tennis shoes or something that's comfortable. All right, so I finally made it back to the parking garage. My van was still locked up, so I called security, asked them to let me out, and then I had to wait. Okay, so I'm back in the parking garage waiting for security again, and I've already been waiting at least 15 minutes as somebody else is waiting to get out too. So I guess either they're super busy or they just don't take it seriously when someone's parked in the oversized parking gated area. It's kind of a bummer because it's flipping hot and I don't want to let my van just run and waste gas. So I just have the door open, and I wanted to go to Nestle and get some cookies, but those hoes wanted $3.79 per cookie, and they didn't look like anything massive. You know, you have to have at least 2 cookies. I was gonna spend like $7 on 2 cookies. They were just like regular sized cookies. So you know who always has great cookies? Subway. So Nestle Toll House, they can suck it. I'm having delicious cookies from Subway, and these were only $1 each. Delicious. I also got a soda, which I hardly ever get, but I walked over 20,000 steps today, so I burned this off already. I am hot and sweaty, and my back hurts, and Even though I could sit up here and just tell falsities that I'm about to go get a shower, I'm probably not. I'm probably just gonna wipe up with some water and some towels, find a place to sleep and go to bed and go take my shower in the morning. Van life. Coming to a city near you. So they finally let me out and I found a hotel parking lot nearby at the La Quinta Inn. And even though it was right next to the airport, it really didn't disturb me and I had a peaceful night's sleep. Even though a lot of things were closed and it was really hot, I had a nice time in Vegas. Walking around, seeing all the free things, getting some exercise, and having some delicious food. Now back on the road. Thanks for a good time, Las Vegas. In today's video, we're gonna... Why don't you prepare before you start the camera? Trying to find a secret restaurant in the... a secret restaurant in a secret hallway in... What? There's a lot of cool, wild... No. Episode with a lot... Still not waiting in that... Why is it so hot? Snack time. Snack time.